Hey, my name is Luis Escobar. I've been dancing for 2 years and I'm gonna simplify dance techniques for you to learn on this channel. So bro, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and if you want to learn faster, check out that first link in the description below. So for today, we're going to learn one of my favorite moves and one that I drilled a shit ton during the summer, the Mambo Jazz, starting with the footwork, okay? So starting from our basic step, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. On 4, we're going to step it right next to our right foot, but I want you to angle it towards center stage left, okay? To create this little angle. Then we're going to kick on 5. So if I break down a kick, kicking it back is the 4 and finishing the kick is 5. So let me break that down even more. For that 4 and when we kick, if you notice, my leg isn't moving forward and back. I'm strictly moving the foot or the kick from the knee, yeah? So I'm keeping my feet practically glued together, moving strictly from the knee, and I'm keeping that ankle flexed down, yeah? So flex down, this is flexed up. I want you to keep it flexed down. So this is 4 and 5. Then there's a and 6. So we're going to step back and sink into the hip on and, yeah? Don't make the common mistake of jumping onto it. Really just move that right foot back and sink into it, causing our torso to naturally rotate, and we have this nice little level change, yeah? Then the 6 is going to be this intentional flare of the left foot, and for a good flare technique, keep that big toe right on the floor, yeah? So we get this nice picture. And then on 7, we have 2 things we could do. We can either A, do a basic, so just step on that flared foot and step forward on 1, 2, 3, basic. Or what I like to do is we're here on and 6. On 7, using that natural rotation from the hip we got, we're going to spin on 7 and then face forward 1 and return back to our basic step, yeah? So that's it for the footwork. Now I'll break the upper body. So for the upper body, I'm going to start with the basic frame. So if you've been watching me, you already know scapular retraction, shrug up, bring those shoulders back and down. Raise those arms up. For a masculine look, form a diamond with your hands. If you're more feminine, keep it out here, yeah? So while we do our Mambo Jazz, it would be 1, 2, 3. If you notice, as I always say, you sink the foot with your torso and shoulder. Meaning on 1, when we step with the right, our torso and shoulder moves towards the right. When we step 2 with the left, our torso and shoulder move to the left, yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. If you notice here, even though I'm keeping it basic, on that and 6, I like to raise my shoulders and drop them and then spin, yeah? So that's basic. Now, I'm going to go over the classic Mambo comb styling, and this was inspired heavily by Diego Rivera at Empire Mambo, and I made it into my own, so I'll explain that to you now. Okay, so for the classic Mambo comb, starting from our basic on 1, 2. 1, 2. On 2 is where our hand styling is going to happen, yeah? So 2 going onto our 3, which is our right. I want you to flap that right hand up to where it's right in front of our right shoulder. Move our left hand down to our left V-cut. Like I always say, if you don't have one, just think you do. Then as we step forward, oh, my voice cracked. I'm a little sick, so bear with me. We want to swipe that right hand underneath our chin, okay? Don't do it on like over your face. Do it underneath you. And since we want our hands to be in opposition, remember, hands in opposition, move that right hand towards our right V-cut, yeah? And it's tracing among our waist. So this is 4. Then I'm going to face you, not at the angle so you can see better. 4. Well, ideally you want to be here, yeah? So anyways, 4. Then on that kick, right? So let me go back at the angle. When we're kicking up 4 and, this is when we're going to comb on that 4 and. And if you notice, my elbow, it's staying in. So we're going to sink that kick up with a comb. And if you notice, my left, to keep the opposition, since my right hand at the end of the comb is going to end up back towards the right, my left hand has to go towards the left. So this is the end of 4 and, yeah? Then when we kick out for 5, we're going to synchronize that with extending our arm straight out. If you notice, from the elbow. And a quick disclaimer, for all these movements, remember to keep your frame by keeping that elbow in and as close to your body as possible, yeah? So our hand shoots out, and this left one, we want to place it right on top of that elbow crease on the right hand. Yes, we end up like this for 5. This is 5. You can pause the video. Then from here on that end 6, so while we're sinking into that hip, I like to trace my right arm and shoot out that left arm to form a pointer finger. And if you notice, I'm tracing it or moving it from the elbow. You see, I'm not moving my shoulder. I'm moving it strictly from the elbow straight out. And my right arm, I literally crease it a millimeter as I sink into the hip and flare out. And the reason for this is because it might look like I'm moving my arm, but if I did move my arm, I would break my frame. You see, my elbow goes behind my body. Instead, that illusion that I'm moving my arm comes from that sink of the hip, which naturally rotates our torso, yeah? So, whoom. This is that moving of the arm. Then for our head, which I forgot to mention, while we're combing, you want to keep it straight. And then as you extend, we're going to whip it towards the right, yeah? And to keep it sharp, spot your watch. Shout out to my old teacher, Angel. So we go 5 and 6. Spot your watch so you don't over whip it and your head ends up here and it kind of fucks up your look. Instead, you can even add a little head tilt like I do. And 6. Then for 7, you can just return your hands back to your basic frame. Or if you decide to spin, we're going to chuck. Do a little palladium drop, yeah? So in 6, 7, 1. Now here, my left arm is already out, right? So if you want to create an L, all we have to do to get a nice L is literally extend that right arm straight out from the elbow, not the shoulder, and we're here on 1. Then bring them in, 2, 3, basic frame, 5, 6, 7, yeah? So that's it for the styling. Now I'll do it to music. And remember, you can use YouTube's playback feature to slow it down if you need. 2, 3, basic mambo jazz, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, with a spin, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, spin. 1, 2, 3, with styling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, with a spin. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, from the back, 2, 3, basic jazz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, with a spin, we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 2, 3, waist styling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, with a spin. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Stop right. Alright, y'all. That's the end of the Mambo Jazz tutorial. Comment below how it's going. If you think I missed anything or if there's anything you need me to clarify in the comments below. Remember, as I always say, repetition is a key to mastery in any domain, so just repeat this over and over again. And don't forget, especially for this move, especially since you can't feel that elbow in, that the mirror is a liar, so record yourself, okay? Later.